Hello, my name is Esme. I finally got Java Edition a few weeks ago after only playing Bedrock for about 8 years. I've played a decent amount of Java now, so I thought I'd share my honest thoughts of Java Edition. Let's get into the video. 1. Stonecutters are a super useful block. I usually use stone bricks for paths in my worlds. On Bedrock, I can convert cobble straight into stone bricks, which is super convenient. But on Java, I can't convert cobble into stone bricks. I have to have stone in order to get stone bricks. In the early game, that's kind of annoying because that usually means you have to smelt cobble if you don't have Silk Touch. That takes up quite a bit of coal and you have to wait for it to smelt. I've been making stone brick slabs because of this, since it saves a bit of resources. This is probably my least favorite thing about Java because I use the stone cutter quite a lot. Although, on my world, I recently got a Silk Touch pick, so that will make it a lot easier. 2. Villagers can be annoying on Java sometimes. On Bedrock, if you accidentally hit a villager, or on purpose if they're driving you insane, they don't change the price of their trades. But on Java, if you hit a villager, they will change the price of their trades. Depending on how much you hit them, they'll only raise their price by 1 or 2 emeralds. If you hit them with a tool, especially an axe or a sword, it goes up even more. I'm working on getting books to upgrade my armor and tools, and this has been something to get used to. 3. Something I noticed almost immediately was that there was almost no glitches, and I wasn't laggy at all. Bedrock is pretty laggy for me, but I haven't really lagged at all. Everything is very smooth, although I do have to play at a lower FPS because my laptop is kind of old. Bedrock has random glitches with my character. Sometimes my arms are detached from me, sometimes my shield flies away, and so many more bugs. I've made countless videos on the bugs that have happened to me on Bedrock. The only bug that I've noticed on Java is occasionally some of my textures disappear, specifically when I don't quit the game after leaving. 4. One thing I love the most about Java is how it has a bit more features than Bedrock. For instance, you can put any item you want in your offhand, whereas on Bedrock it's limited to a few items. I haven't really used this much yet, but it is still super useful. You can also play older versions of the game, which I would like to do as well. Also, some game mechanics work a little bit better in Java than on Bedrock. I'm not sure if it's just me, but I feel like zombies spawn a lot faster in this mob farm than Bedrock. There is a spawner, but it still feels faster. Another thing is entity cramming. I went AFK at my Java mob farm and had almost 2 stacks of rotten flesh without killing any zombies. On Bedrock, entity cramming is not a thing, so if I were to AFK, no zombies or other mobs would be dead. In creative, there's the debug stick, and I believe there is also more commands. I don't play creative too much, but it's still cool to have those extra features. 5. I'm also not sure if this is true, but I feel like more mobs spawn on Java than Bedrock, specifically squids and horses. I think on Bedrock, squids don't spawn as often and horses don't spawn as many. In my river next to my base, there are constantly lots of squids. I think 3 to 4 spawn at a time. I don't think Bedrock spawns this many squids. Also, squids seem super fast. Again, I don't know if it's just me, but squids will swim away from me when I hit them super fast. With horses, I think 3 to 5 spawn at a time, when on Bedrock it seems like less. I do feel like more mobs spawn overall, but they're more noticeable with squids and horses. 6. Combat is the most noticeable difference between Java and Bedrock for me. On Bedrock, I can spam click my axe to kill mobs fast, but on Java it's a bit different. There's a cooldown of a few ticks, I believe. This has definitely taken me the most time to get used to, other than the controls. Fighting a lot of mobs at once can make this tricky, especially for beginners. Fighting skeletons is so much harder for me for some reason. Even with my shield, they are pretty difficult to kill. I feel like they have better aim than the ones on Bedrock. Additionally, baby zombies are a lot harder to kill. I have to swing my sword so many times to just hit them once. It's easier to just build up. Overall, I give Java an 8 out of 10 after 3 weeks of playing. I love it a lot, but I still think it's tied with Bedrock. Both versions have their pros and cons, and I am happy to be able to play both. I would definitely recommend getting Java. It is so worth the price.